Hey, today we're going to be doing how to make your SONA video. Okay, this is a tutorial, and also I'm going to be taking you through a little bit of a rebrand and why I did it and how I did it. Okay, I'm going to say all that in the end. So anyways, first of all, let's start off with what is a SONA. So basically a SONA is a short form for persona. So basically a SONA in this context means your personal character that you show on the online world. Okay, so it can be anything from your OC to your favorite character in a TV show. That it's just something that represents you in an online space. That is your SONA. Okay, so like I said, a SONA can be anything from a dog, a cat, to a pigeon, or anything. Or it can also represent you as a person. It can look like you or have similar features to you. It is completely up to you what you choose your SONA to be. It can be either normal and looking just like you, or just like a normal person that you can see every day, or it can be a cat that's standing, or like a furry, or it can be a bird that's standing like a birdie or it can just be a person with really fun characteristics or fun features. What I'm trying to say basically is a SONA can be everything, anything you want and feel like can represent you. In my opinion, I think the SONA people have should have something that is related to the person that the SONA is of. So basically, if I have a SONA, there has to be something that I relate to in the SONA or is similar in the SONA to me. Like, you guys know what I mean, right? So for my SONA, what I'm doing is basically I am creating a version of me that's digitalized, like a drawing. Basically, I'm drawing myself, but I am changing some bits and bobs here and there, so that it's kind of like the final boss of me. If I had all the free will in the world and, you know, other factors, if I factored that in, my final form would be something like my SONA. That is what you can use as a basis for creating your SONA as well. So what would you be in your final forms? Maybe it could be like you in 10 years, or it could be you if your parents weren't annoying, or it can be anything. Okay, so for me, it is like how I would dye my hair, how I would dress. I mean, this is already how I dress, kind of like the baggy clothes and baggy pants. This is how I dress. So anyways, now let's talk a little bit about the rebrand. It's not that big of a rebrand because it's this similar character that I already have, but I'm just putting my glasses on because I actually have glasses, and not having glasses just feels like a fraud thing because I love having glasses. Without glasses, I don't look like me. So yeah, that's just why I wanted to add a that's why I wanted to add glasses. And yeah, it's not really a rebrand, but it's a bit more glow up. I don't know, maybe glow down for some of you if you liked my previous SONA, but let's pretend I dyed my hair and started wearing different clothes and now have glasses. Like, everything else is the same now. I am creating a SONA for thumbnails and a banner and a YouTube icon, like me, an icon. Anyways, let's move on to the second thing that you need to know about creating SONAs. Now, like I already said, the SONAs have to represent you, because it is in the literal definition that SONAs means it's your persona. So it has to represent you, obviously. And the other point is that it has to be easy to draw. It doesn't have to be easy to draw, but if you're creating a SONA for a content creation or for a YouTube video, basically for thumbnails, the persona has to be easy to draw for most people, okay? Because if it's easy to draw, then you can make it consistently. You can make it your brand without a tiny difference here and there. And you know, sometimes even with the same artist drawing it, there are some differences which can lead to you not having a brand. So I would suggest making something that's easy to draw for you and can be replicated easily. If you're looking for a SONA in the space of content creation, if it's just for you and for you to represent yourself and not create any content, you don't have to think about this. And the third point is that it is mostly chibi or like simpler style. Now this ties back into the second point, that it has to be easy to draw. I think chibi styles is the quickest, because for me it's the quickest because it has the least rendering, and rendering takes most of my time, rendering and sketching. So simpler sketching and simpler rendering makes it easier to create and faster. Now, using what I said just now, we can apply that on my SONA. So as you guys can see, I have created created a really simple character design. It is me, and it has all the normal features and anatomy and stuff, but it's just some features that are exaggerated, like the glasses and not being able to see through the glasses, and my head being big and my hair being even bigger. Like, that's just not correct, but it is a stylistic choice, which makes my character just a bit more fun and expressive and cute, I think. Now, if you guys watch art YouTube a lot and are YouTubers, you guys know that a lot of these YouTubers have their own sonas. So for an example, we have Viyaura, who has a really simple sona, which represents her in real life, like she has said, and represents, you know, the hairstyle that she has in real life. But there are also other YouTubers like the Orb, who has a really different sona, which is, I'm pretty sure the person behind the channel is not a orb that's making videos. I mean, it might as well be, but I think we can assume that the person behind it is not an orb and is actually a human. So other examples of this is the Odd Ones Out, who has a really different type of sona, which obviously does not look like the person behind the sona. But PricklyAlpaca has a sona that very closely resembles her own personality and how she looks. So this is a thing that is completely up to you and how you balance it. It can be something that reflects you in real life, and it might just look like you in real life verbatim, just drawn, or it can be something completely different and doesn't look like you at all, but represents and resonates a lot with you. So you can balance these points, like have something that reflects you and maybe some of your features in real life, and add it to a different character. It doesn't completely have to be you, or it can be mostly you but have something that you don't have in real life. Maybe because you don't have cat ears, you can add cat ears if you're resonating with them. So that's just what I mean. Now, how I applied that into my own art is, like I said, I don't have this type of hair. I mean, if I could dye my hair without me being paranoid of damaging my hair, I would dye my hair so much. And I love when a hair is like this type of platinum blonde. Is this platinum blonde? Platinum blonde and brown hair mixed. I love these types of hair. So yeah, that's what I added. And also a bit of lore. I don't have a bird, okay? So the lore is, as you guys can see in my t-shirt, you guys can see a bird, right? So I'm producing a lore, and it is that this bird is actually Greve Blue. My channel's name, this is the bird, okay? It is a extinct bird that only I have, and it can fly away from my t-shirt. That's why it's not in my YouTube banner in my t-shirt, because it's actually outside my t-shirt. And yeah, and also the socks, don't talk about the socks, okay? It's a mystery, and we'll never know what's inside the socks. It's not feet, and you don't want to know the things that you lied about. Anyways, the final point that I want to say is sonas don't have to be humans at all. Like I said, you can resonate with a cat and make your sona a cat. There is an art YouTuber who used to have a pretty normal sona. Their name is Ikeanic, I think, or Ikeanic, like iconic. I don't know. Anyways, this YouTuber actually recently did a redesign of their sona and turned into a cat because they resonated with a cat more. Okay, that's just how it works. If you resonate with something more, you turn them into a sona, and you don't have to feel the pressure at all. It doesn't have to perfectly represent you. If it represents you a little bit right now, make that your sona, and then later on, if you find something else that represents you even more, or you can combine those two so that it's a perfect representation of you for forever, you can do that, just like I did. I created a sona at first just to start my YouTube channel, and after that, now I am rebranding into another sona that represents me a bit more and a bit better. So maybe along the way I'll rebrand again if I find anything else that represents me. That's just how creating characters and creating personas work, okay? You don't have to feel pressured to create the perfect thing right now. Just make a sona, okay? Just learn what I said, okay? Apply what I said and create your own sona, okay? If you do, let me know in the comments down below. And now let's use what I got and upload it on the YouTube Studio app, okay? I'm gonna go there and upload what I've made, and that is my new channel brand. I hope you guys are excited for this new era, I guess. But that is all from me. I will see you next time. Bye. Hey, now that all the people who just came in this video for a type of tutorial have gone, let's talk just you and me. I just want to talk a bit more about this new SONA. So like I said, this is basically what I kind of look like, but a bit thinner and just brown hair. Okay, I just have brown hair, black hair, whatever, but it's dyed. And yeah, especially in the banner, that guy looks thin as hell. That is not me at all. And I have been using this new brush that I found on Procreate. It's called it's called Shale Brush. It's really good. I'm in love. It has that clean-ish line that you need for a line art, especially for a cleaner art style, but it also has some texture, which I love. So this is I think I like this brush a lot. And yeah, also when I drew the banner, I tried to do like a blend of my art style, which is a bit more realistic, and also a blend of obviously this simpler art style, but that looked so bad. I even tried doing like gradient maps and all of that, but it just did not work. So I just looked up a reference on Pinterest for clouds and I went with it, because what the hell is happening? And also I want to talk about Greve Blue, the bird. Like I said in the video that the bird is Greve Blue, but I was just talking out of my ass, okay? I am still Greve Blue, okay? Grave and Blue and Fights and Tunnels, but the bird is also Greve Blue, okay? I was named after I'm making headcanon, but this is me, okay? I can make stuff about me. Anyways, the bird is an extinct bird that used to exist, but only I have it because I was gifted the t-shirt and the bird is alive in it, okay? That's just how it works, and you don't get to defy it because that's my story. And basically I'm named after the bird, okay? And also let's talk a bit more about the bird. Obviously you guys can see the pigeon references that I used. I love pigeons, honestly, so that is why I used them. And also let's talk a bit more. This is a pigeon family bird, okay? This bird comes from a pigeon family, and that's why it has iridescent colors. Anyways, that's it. I really love the font that I used as well, but yeah, that is it. Thank you for listening. If you listened all the way through to this, I know that you really like me, so consider subscribing, but if not, that's okay. I hope you had fun hanging out with me, but yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video, which I think is going to be a long one. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I'm just unmanaged like that. Anyways, let me not think about the next video and this video. It's getting trippy. Thank you for watching. Bye.